What is up, everybody? Oh, he's here. What's up, Home Skillet? How are you, man? How are you? Switch this over and move on over here. As is tradition, downloadable content. What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, new maps. What are these? New tethers, I think. The 4-rotor tether. Oh. Interesting. Cool. Get to it. Let's see. I'm doing well. Doing well. Hope you are doing the same. I slept on it. I think I'm just gonna go more in debt. You know, instead of doing, well, no, I'm just gonna go more in debt. I think we're already currently like 300-some-thousand in debt. I'm gonna take on some more debt. Go ahead and get our plow, fertilizer spreader, and seeder. Problem. I would much rather just use a fertilizing spreader, but I know we're gonna need to do lime at certain points, which is gonna really suck. I could just lease it since we don't use lime that much. It requires, I think, 3 harvests before we need to do lime. Since that's the case, it would make more sense to just lease the equipment every 3 years. Let's see. Me trying to convince our farm boss to let me get a new tractor. He wants to make a few more million first. I told him. I was gonna say, it's like you're making millions. Buy a fleet. Actually, that would be kind of interesting. A fleet of tractors. All right, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I think this is the one where we left off midday, or like mid-month. Yeah, so we just harvested wheat. Our sheep should be fine, I think. Yep. Okay, so let me see what we got. They're done. What do we got? Everything seems done. Everything seems done, but I don't think it is. Oh. Oh, even this is done. Everything is good. Do we have stuff to sell? It doesn't look like. I think we already handled the straw. Alright. Okay, so let's get a... Let's just go. How in debt are we? Well, actually, let me check the shop first. That's first thing. Darn it, nothing. Okay. Let's see. How in debt are we? 370. Oh, jeez. We're about to be like at least $500,000 in debt. Oh, no, we already got the plow, didn't we? We already got the plow. I can cross it off the list. Yeah, we already got the plow. Okay. Cross the plow. No plow. All we need is a fertilizer spreader and the seeder. Okay, okay. Oh. Dadgummit. Need a fertilizer spreader and the seeder. Let's see, we're 2.5 million under. You can take out that much in a loan? I didn't even know you could do that. But that's selling 1 bunker of silage, so it works out. Yeah, and that is a good point. Because if you guys like, I don't know how to explain it. Should you guys have to claim bankruptcy? I don't think that's the thing. You guys can like liquidate your stuff and like make well more than enough money. Let's see. More fields you own, the more you can take by loan. Oh, interesting. Did not know that. More fields you own. Okay. Well, god dang, you guys must own like half the map by now. Then I really don't know how much it increases though. They can take up to 3 million. That's insane. We do need to go ahead and plow the field. We're also going to go ahead and get the fertilizing spreader. How much is a seeder going to cost us? I mean, we can't buy it yet anyway. But the seeder I would preferably be this one, just because it's 15 meters. The next closest one that also has fertilizer is going to be this one. which, I mean, we're only saving about, what is that, 80,000? 81,000? But we're gaining, let's see, we're gaining 1.5 of the width. Let's see, all the top road, most of the second from the top of riverbed. That is crazy. Smaller but so much easier to turn and a bit faster. Wait, is it faster? 10 versus 9. It is faster. I use 2 of them. You know what, Bluey? Not everybody has it like you. Not everybody can own 2 of frickin' everything. Dear God. At this point, that is what I'm just gonna start assuming whenever you recommend something. It's like, hey, you should get this tractor. I have 2. Let's see. Let's actually just go ahead and plow. So we pretty much own 2 of everything. And actually for you guys, it kind of makes sense since there's like a lot of you guys. It makes sense to have 2 people doing it, especially with like how much land you have and the number of people playing. It kind of makes sense. Plus with how much money you guys make, it again doubly makes sense. Whoops. Here's what we're gonna do, and this is gonna cause me an issue, I can already tell. Oh no, it had it there for a second. Oh no. Can we? Oh, there we go. Can we nudge it on there? I'm gonna pick up the stone picker, even though I know the stone picker is not gonna pick up everything. It'll pick up enough, and we will. I'm gonna nudge that way. Yep. Let's see. Not tractors, those tip side trailers. The farm boss loves them. Got 3. The tip side. Oh yeah. Actually, for some reason, I'm not sure why, but I like the tip side trailers, but I can't explain why I like them. Like I really can't explain it, but I do know compared to like the normal trailers, I do prefer the tip side. Like, I don't know why. And to be honest, I shouldn't like the tip side trailers. Like for the ones that have multiple different tip locations, sure. But for the ones that can only tip in one direction, I shouldn't like those. The one with the tracks is so nice, and it lifts super high. That would be a cool thing if it could show you in the menu, like what actually happens when you use them. I understand why they can't, and blah 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 blah, but it is what it is. Let's turn this on. Let's drop that down. Let's switch to this one. Let's turn this one. Oh, let's drop that one down. I know it's not going to pick up all the rocks, it's just going to pick up some of them. And then we'll have to go back and then pick up. Or actually, timeout. Couldn't I just let the AI do this and then I do the rocks? Yeah, whatever. Let's see, yeah, it lifts to double its height before tipping so you can dump over walls. That is awesome. So you could dump it into a silage bunker like crazy. That's actually really stupid cool. So you don't have to drive into the silage bunker. You just dump it into, like you go behind the back of a silage bunker, just dump it in there and just be done. Let's see. Oh, lift that. Oh, didn't I mean to lift that back one? Darn it. Turn with the front one. There it goes. Okay. And back it up, back it up, back it up. There it goes. Okay, you said, what did I miss? What did I miss? Awesome when we're all picking up grass. Yep. And it's interesting. I was talking with my dad earlier because he was looking at certain crops and, you know, which ones are better and things like that. He's finally starting to get into like the more businessy side of it. And because currently he has all of his fields set up to do canola, and he realized he wasn't making as much money with raw canola as he would have been if had he stuck with silage. Because he realized that you can do silage multiple times a year, you can't do that with canola. So he was thinking about switching back or whatever, and he saw the oilseed radish as a crop. And I had to immediately yell, no, do not. Canola is a huge money maker. It is. And that's one cool part with a lot of these crops is a lot of them are very, very useful, or can easily make you money. Especially with canola, you can turn it into oil. He doesn't own any of the... That's one thing he hasn't done yet. He hasn't done like productions or anything of that nature. But you need to make it into oil. Exactly. And he just hasn't done that yet. He has, like, he's taking his intro to the game very slowly. And so he's yet to do production facilities. And I know if he like starts getting into the facilities parts of it, like he's gonna really start making a lot of money. It's just a matter of time before he figures out. He's at the age to where you can't really tell him anything. You just gotta hope he does it and figures it out on his own. Like you can give him tips and stuff, but you can't like say, hey, do this, hey, do that, hey, do that. And I don't try to tell anybody to do that anyway as far as gaming, but I do tell him not to buy certain things if I know they're going to be terrible. That I will do. For example, he decided, oh, I forgot to tell you what he did. He decided to buy the hold up, I'll just show you. He bought this baler that nobody ever uses. Where is it? He decided to buy, where is it? This one, not baler, a wrapper. He decided to buy this thing, the Anderson hybrid. And he made, because the thing was, his thinking was he wanted to bale 180 because he saw that his baler bales 180. I think the one he was using was this one. No, it wasn't that one. I think it was one of these. But he saw that it baled 180, and he wanted to be able to wrap 180. Well, the problem was he bought it and he realized it after he made the mistake and things, but he just kept putting bale after bale after bale in there, not realizing that it meshes them all together. And so that caused him, you know, a bit of an issue, as one would expect. And let me just bag this up. And so because he couldn't get rid of it, like that field or whatever, he just started a different game. He just like started completely over. Or started a new save. And he was a bit upset about it. But I'm like, hey man, that's fine. Everybody like starts multiple saves. I was like, even on FS25, after playing FS22, I still start like multiple saves, or I'll start a save over if I don't like the way it turns out and it's very early on. But let's see, pretty common around here. Wait, yeah, don't steer off. Yeah, leaves them in the long tube, which you can't really do much with. I thought about it after he started his save over, when he came home and told me. I was like, you probably could have gotten like that cotton baler transport thing and maybe that would have picked it up. But maybe not at the same time. Who knows? I mean, I don't, clearly. Is it not dropping rocks anymore? Am I crazy? I don't know. We're not gonna... Maybe it's the particular angle. There goes some more rocks. I think it's just a particular angle. Let's see. Yeah, it leaves them in the long tube. Pretty common around here. Farmers line the fields with them. Stop snow drifting in. Actually, that's kind of neat. But for him, he was trying to sell it to make money and stuff, but realized that it was a bad idea afterwards, so he just restarted everything because he couldn't think of a way to get it off the field. And at first I thought he only wrapped like 7 of them together or something like that. No, he wrapped 24 bales together. And I was like, oh yeah, if there's not a way to cut it open or something, then yeah, you're gonna be kind of stuck there. And I don't really know how, because 24 actually in hindsight would not even fit in the cotton baler, or the cotton transporter thingy. So I don't know. This plow is extremely good. Let's see, this is our what, second lap? Yeah, this is our second lap. And so we'll do 3 laps and we'll be done. And then we just gotta go back and pick up all the stones. The stones are gonna be the annoying part, of which I would like to keep them turned on because it's a part of the game. But also at the same time, I would like for there to be at least the 710 version, which was a mod in FS22. I would like to at least have that one. Let's see. That's a schlong tube of bells for sure. For sure. But, and he thought about it afterwards, before, like after he restarted, he could have just used the wrapper and then, like, after he puts each bell in, just eject it, so that way it still wraps 180, it just doesn't wrap them together. He thought about that afterwards, and I'm like, that would be an interesting mod that I'm willing to bet somebody could make, to where it just, you know, it goes sort of piece by, I don't want to say piece by piece, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think maybe, possibly, English is hard. Actually, I'm gonna do this by hand. But individual bales, like, make it to where, or set it up to where it does that automatically. You don't have to think about it. Let's see. You know, it's in Mod Hub already. See, I had the bigger one since day one. Did not know that. But, and that's another thing. I keep telling him about downloadable content, and he refuses to even check out the downloadable content. I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. Like, he's one of those, like, no matter how many times you say it to him, unless he discovers it on his own, he's not gonna do it. He's at that age. And then the weird part is, like, I'll tell him, he won't look it up, or he won't do it, but then when he finally stumbles on it and does it, then he'll remember me telling him to do that. And I was like, that's the reason I told you to do it in the first place, because it makes your life easier. But it is what it is. Let me line it up. Let's see. I'm jealous you can play Farm Sim with your dad. Mine's gone. I'd have loved to play a game with him. Yeah, that sucks. But mine, I've only been able to play one game with him because, well, first of all, our schedules don't line up perfectly, and then two, when he does play, he is so into the single player aspects of it that he doesn't, like, he will sit and play the game for 4 hours and do nothing but contracts. Like, he's just recently gotten into the working on his own farm situation and trying to generate money that way, of which I was like, you should always be doing that. He's also gotten better at not selling stuff instantly and instead waiting for, like, the optimum time of year to sell stuff. So he's actually using his silo now, which is good. But he's learning. We might be able to play him stream one day, maybe. Doubt it, but we shall see. And if we do, it's definitely gonna have to be a bear with me stream, because us trying to get it set up to where we could even play was so weird, because neither of us have done it before. And starting multiplayer on Farming Simulator, or cross-platform multiplayer, it's so weird trying to get it set up, I think. Also, I like it, but I hate it, because I remember seeing this as a money-making mod, or money-making glitch in the game. Did I just miss a piece right there? Someone brought up the fact, cool, we just gotta pick up those rocks. Someone brought up the fact that if you want to make, like, a lot of, well, not a lot of money, but like infinite money glitch, is you take a plow and then take a stone picker and then just roll the plow and the stone picker, like, in a circle, and because the rocks, like, keep coming back, you'll keep making money. I was like, oh, that's a cool little, you know, trick or whatever. But the person who showed it also brought up a good point. It's like, you don't make a lot of money off of stones anyway, so it's not like you're gonna, which maybe that's the reason why in the game stones, you know, don't cost that much or pay you that much. One, because you can't really do anything with the stones, but two, like if we're being honest, with the stone glitch and like how it works and everything, it would be definitely kind of broken. Let's see. I'm gonna park this over here on this side this time to mix it up. Plus there's a little bit more space right here, so drop it like that. Go this way, and the fight to the death. Stones. We're just gonna be driving all over the place at this point. I guess we could turn on steering assist and do it, I guess, but I don't think it's 100% necessary. We'll just put cruise control while we're at it. I'm just gonna, wherever I see him, I'm gonna go and try to get him. We're gonna do that. We're gonna have to leave. Well, no, we'll snake. We're just gonna be playing a giant snake game simulator. So on these first few, we're just gonna in and out. Go here, swing here. You miss some. Yeet. Got it. I'm gonna hit that. Yep. It'd be nice if the stuff picked up while you're backing up. That'd be great. But of course it does not. Maybe it would be faster just to go in a straight line. Maybe. So let me do that instead. Just make some circles. Which is why I would prefer this to be bigger. It'd be nice. And of course I could check the XML sheet, make it better or bigger or pick up width or something like that. Which I did go back in and adjust my spinnery thing. So the ratio is now, for wool, is now 9:3. It's now 9:3. And it is, what was the other thing I did with it? Oh, the 100 cycles per hour. So that is a thing. Which also makes me think, if it's 100 cycles per hour, we're playing 1 day months. Okay. No, that's, the game was trying to bottleneck me and I was trying to make it more realistic. Because the one cool part with productions, and almost the reason now, so I guess for rationalizing it, why I don't necessarily feel bad about messing with the XML sheets for productions, is because in real life, the bigger your production facility, you know, the faster you can go, this, that, and the third. So our production facility is just better than others. Then again, I don't know what the actual speed or output rate of a spinnery is in real life, so it's kind of hard for me to say one way or the other, or even gauge. Yeah, we're just gonna, this is just gonna take a second, but I do want to look up, that's another thing I forgot to do. I guess I can add that onto the list after we pick up all these stones and things. I also got, let's see, we gotta buy a new seeder, we gotta buy a new fertilizing spreader. I don't know why, but I feel like we're almost done with all the rocks, even though I know that's not the case. Oh well, it's not that bad. Not that bad. It's a few laps, but we're picking them up. Just taking us a while. Yeah. Let's try to get this one so we don't have to come back on the outside for it. Excuse me. I also wish this thing could work faster. I'm not going to change that. I wish bees could make more honey. I understand that bees are actually pretty slow in real life, so it is what it is. But also, I thought bees would have like a time of year. Like when it's cold outside, I don't think bees would actually be producing anything. But when it hits like springtime, I would think that's when they would go crazy producing honey. But or maybe they make I don't know. Do bees go dormant in the winter? I genuinely do not know. This is the slowest turning thing I've ever done. This is like trying to ride a motorcycle and doing your slow maneuvers. Not fun, but it is necessary. We also got some rocks over there to the right. So I'm actually gonna go get those first. Since they are out of the way. Where is it? There it is. There's one. There should be another. There it is. Up here. I'm also gonna start just oscillating the up and down so we can move a little bit faster in between sections. So like no rocks, speed it up. And go and come down. Put it up, put it up, put it up, put it up. Turn around. Every now and then turn around. Actually, I might just... No, that wouldn't make any sense. I was gonna say, can you just take a mod from FS22 and place it in here? And the answer's probably not. There's probably some things that just would not sync up very well. In fairness, it's not taking too long to get these rocks off the field. It's just taking longer than I would like. And that is the problem. Let's see, head up there. These should be the last little sections of rocks. Right here. Grab it. Grab that one. Grab that one. And that one. That should be all the rocks off the field. Good. Let's see, get the mod. That's the thing. I have to check the mod. It's 9 meters wide. It's perfect. But is it realistic? If it's not realistic, can't use it. It has to be realistic, or at least semi-realistic. Like this plow that we have, bit of a stretch, but I'll allow it. Okay, so let me add that to the list. Let's see, what was it? Stone picker, 9 meters, 9 meter wide stone picker. Stone picker. Cool. We should be free to fast forward, I think. And I think we already did grass and everything. We should be good. All we gotta do is plant, which we can't plant until September, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. So we should have a few months of just fast forwarding. Well, except for the fact that we gotta feed the sheep. So that is one thing. Eat. Can we jump up here? Ooh. Our dude has the hops. Put him in the NBA. Okay, fast forward. Let's make some money. Let's see. What was it that we need to buy? Already got the plow. Oh, we just need to buy the seeder and fertilizer spreader. Okay. Do we want to go ahead and buy that? We should go ahead and buy that today. I think that would make more sense to buy them all. Well, I guess we can wait till the day of. And the reason it might be better to wait till the day of is just because it might be on sale at that point. So let's check. Okay, still not on sale. Still not yet. What is this? Wait, is this the one we were looking at? These machines are used to seed crop. I don't know what this is. 145, 520. Is this the one we were just looking at earlier? I don't think so. That would be... We were looking at cedars, right? Yeah, cedars. The one we were looking at is this one. How the heck was that a sale? Oh no, T-Force plus 950. Oh, this thing. But why? 7.7. It's not even as wide. I mean, it is 9 meters, and it's about the cost of the raccoon, which means we might as well get the raccoon. Aw. Plus, it's more agile. Plus, it allows us to directly siege should we not want to, but then we gotta deal with rocks and everything of that nature, blah, blah, blah. 7 miles per hour versus 9 miles, so it is slower. Oh. I don't know. We can still wait, so I guess I'd rather wait. Give it one more day. We still need to put diesel into that tanker over there. I think what I'm gonna do is, for now, go ahead and pay off some of that loan. Just to get our interest payments marginally down. It's not gonna be that much, but lower. Okay, all those loaded up. Gives the other field, grab those. We also need to sell. That's another thing. If we sell that cedar, it allows us to not take out massive loans. Which is good. In fairness, I could have just drove across the grass field. I didn't even need to make this path, because we have grass up there. I could have just drove across the grass. So put all that work, all that money into that. For what reason? I do not know. Well, I don't know anymore anyways. Hey, we're finally starting to produce 4 sections. Okay. Let's see. Bag it up. Just go slow. And come on, voila. Let's go deliver. Let's go. Before I do that, let's check to make sure the production should be empty, right? Yes, the spinnery, it is empty. That is good. Uh-oh, sign. And then once we deliver all of this, it should be full. It should actually run through the stuff quickly because we're on a 9-to-3 ratio instead of a 3-to-1. Which, if once we get our other 10 sheep farm going, 10 sheep farms going, then we'll be good. We're gonna have one field for sheep, one field for wheat, and another field for grass as well. Which hopefully by the time we get those 10 sheep farms going, we should, I would hope, have more than enough grass to feed all of them. Maybe, maybe not. Because I guess it depends on how frequently sheep need to eat. With the smaller bales that we're using, the 150s, it seems like it's about every other month that we need to feed them, which means we would need 6 bales per year per per sheep barn. Assuming by the time we finish we'll have about 12 sheep barns. 6 times 12 is 72, but we only need about a third of them, assuming that grass is ready every 3 months. Or I guess we could be conservative and says grass is ready every 4 months. And so if we do 72 divided by 4, 36, 18. That would be 18 if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, 72 divided by 2 is 36, divided by 2 again. Yeah. Yeah, that should be right. So that's going to put us at, we would need 18 bales every grass harvest in order to come out successful with the amount of stuff we need. Currently, we are not making that many bales. So we would, because that's going to be a problem now, think about it. If we are going to have to make 18 bales, we're going to need so much more grass. Darn it. But the good part is, bread is also going to be making us some money. So let me put cruise control on, drive straight for a second. Spinner should be back online. It is. Just turn the corner and then line it up pretty straight. Okay. Nope, that's going into the thing. Yep. Let's see. I need to check. What are we looking for? I need to check. Oh, ugh, 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 ugh. Oh, our stock checker. Gotta check the stock checker. That's gonna be our bread and butter. We just need to see. I know it's not near time for bread to be at its peak. I think bread is in January, and I think closes in May. But I just want to check to make sure we don't have like a high demand out of nowhere. Yeah, see that, cool. So with doing bread, we've doubled our output, which is good. How is the bakery doing? A lot of bread, trying to pack out 21 pallets, or 21 pallets in storage. Wheat, it is not running through wheat extremely fast, which is good for us. Maybe, I don't know. We'll just have to see if around next year we have any remaining. We had about 66 to start, assuming that we drop around 27 liters a year. 26, we should be looking at roughly 39. We should be expecting there to be 39 liters left in the, okay, yep, that's a wall. 39 liters left in the grain mill. Come time to make more mula dinero, whatever you call it. What's up, Godzilla? How are you? About to get my, wait, I'm about to get so much snow. In real life, I don't have school. Wow. Snow in February. The world is crazy. The world is crazy. Godzilla, remind me, where are you at again? What part of the world are you in? That you guys don't have snow. The U.S. Well, I know the U.S. What part of the U.S.? Northeast? Well, I guess it would have to be north. North is for sure. You're not Seattle. Not Washington. Missouri? Wait. Missouri? What? Where is Missouri? I don't even... In hindsight, Ed, I just made a really big epiphany. Not epiphany, but like revelation. I'm asking everybody where they're from. I never even took a geography class, so it's really hard for me to remember. Not remember, but know where everybody is. I'm by Kansas and Oklahoma. I know where Oklahoma is. Oh, there's Missouri. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I don't know all 50 states. Well, that's not true. I know all 50 states, like I can say them, but if you were to like, if I were to point at a map and I had to like label each one, I might get, I would say 35 of them correct. Because Alaska and Hawaii are easy. We should be good. Oh wait, do we gotta feed? Who needs feeding? OG does. Okay. Switch back. Turn that on. Hop out. go here. Almost out of hay. Which this is good because it will allow us to build up our grass. Which currently we have 28 bales, which is good. That is very good. But right now I think currently we only get about 14 bales per harvest, which does cause a little bit of issues, assuming, you know, sheep, how much they eat, blah blah blah, and assuming we get all 12 sheep things or sheep pens, whatever. So if we just open one more thing, we should be good, I would think. If we open just one more field for grass, should be good. And then we'll open up one more field for wheat to also like increase that amount that we're getting. We gotta scale everything up. We gotta scale it all up. Let's see, we should be free to fast forward now. Beep beep. Sleepy sleeps. Sleepy sleeps. Oh, before I do, let me check the store. Okay, nope. Fast forward. We're looking for a cedar. Preferably that big one that we saw. That would be glorious if we could. Actually, that cedar was the one I got in FS22, and I bought it when it was on sale. It was great. Great, it worked well. Ew, we do not have it, and it should be time to plant our wheat. It is, so we will need the cedar. We will also go ahead and get the fertilizer while we're here. Let's see, we need... Where is it? Wait, where is it? Oh, darn. Oh, darn. Oh, darn. Here's the fertilizer spreader. We need this. Is this gonna be big enough, though? Yeah, we might as well get it. Should be fine. This is not necessary. We'll rent it if we need to do lime, but for now, this should be fine. We will go ahead and buy that. And then we need the cedar, which we're just gonna go ahead and buy this 206 one. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But we need 200 and about 7,000. 206.5. Oh, wrong thing. Here, here. More dead. More dead. More dead. More dead. More. 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 Woohoo, $555,000 in debt. You know, just in case the loan payments are too much, I'm going to go ahead and just borrow a little bit extra. Just in case. Ooh, something I just thought about. I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier. We need to... Where is it? We're going to need to sell the old cedar, and we also need to unload the old cedar. So since that's the case, we might as well go ahead and do that. That can save us some products as well as other stuff, because that's just stuff we need to do. We also will probably need to buy more fertilizer and seeds while we're down there. That might just make sense. So instead of using the seeds that we have in the place, or like currently on us, actually, how many do we have? Let's see, seeds, we have a total of about 2,000 in storage. And fertilizer, we have about 2,000 in storage. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and just unload both of these, or unload both of them right here, and then we'll just do our thing. Let's see, unload. There it goes. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and take this down there, sell it. We should probably fix it up, but I don't think it's 100% necessary. And actually, I'm not going to. We'll sell it as is, and if we need to sell it, that's cool. We'll pick up more when we're down there. Same thing with fertilizer. I think I'm gonna pick up fertilizer. I think I'm gonna pick up everything to fill up both while I'm down here. Just because that will make our life a little bit easier. There's probably rocks right here. A little bit. Sorry, going through your field. Also, this would be an awesome grass field right here. Turn all of this to grass. Which does bring up a good point of... Oh, field 26. We could buy field 26 and turn that to grass. Field 25 and all that. So we have room to expand. That's good. So if we want to, we're not confound to those ones that are just near us, even though I'm going to use those first because I think that's what most people do. Use the ones just near them and then go from there. Uh-oh, hold up. I need to do this. Do this. Realize I forgot to do that. Do this. Keep. Okay, just like that. Good thing it's still tracking. Okay. Hop out. Spin this way. Go this way. Let's see. If we were to sell it. Yikes. Jack squat. Jack squat. Not sure why I thought we would get more. That's actually probably the more. Cedar. Go ahead and get this big behemoth. And buy it. And we're gonna get fertilizer to fill up both. We're gonna get so much stuff, which means we're about to go broke, probably trying to buy fertilizer and seeds. Not the best of ideas, but hey, as it is. I do like how they're from the same company, so they're the exact same color. That's kind of neat. Uh-oh. Does it only go? Oh, it only go. Oh, we're facing the wrong direction. I need to go around. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna whip it this way, just like so. Then we're gonna go forward, hit it this way, spin this way, bag it up, just like so. And there we go. Okay, turn off my hazards. Okay, we got a lot to fill up. A lot to fill up. So, oh wait, what did it just say? Oh, I thought it. I'm not sure why I thought it said something else for a second. Seeds. Which one has the most? For some reason, this has an extra 50 in it. I'm not complaining about it, but we'll buy that. Fertilizer. Which? So fertilizer only comes in this. I know I'm gonna need at least 2. So, hop in. Refill. Oh, we're gonna need more than that. Gotcha. Alright, so buy 2 more. The good part is it's really not that expensive. I mean, it is, but it's not at the same time. What the heck? What did I just do? Oh, the control groups are set to be the same. Yeah, I don't like that. Real quick, can I change the width? It says, I thought I had changed the width. There it is. Yeah. Cool. So we can change just how much it does, which is going to save us some seeds whenever we start working on our field. Definitely going to need more. 2 should be enough, right? He says, hoping. It's probably not. And we still need to take out another loan. I'm actually really glad I did not use the stuff we have. Otherwise, let's just borrow more. Why not? And if we can't fill this all the way up, then it's perfectly fine. I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna worry about overfilling, because then we gotta come back. Actually, we might be able to get one more. Beep beep. Hop back in. Might be able to just nicely... Yep. So 5,000 in this one, 312 in the other one. I'm lining up. I'm lining up. Okay. Beep. Hop out, hop back in. Refill. Actually, so our refill button has something to do with us being able to cycle through stuff, which is interesting. I should be able to check that in my settings or my controls. So whatever button we use to cycle through the groups, vehicle. Let's see. Select previous tool. Okay, so it's gonna be one of these, I think. Yeah. So this button we also use to refill. Correct. Where is the refill button? Hold all, toggle next fold state. Enter. Rotate. I don't know. Select next vehicle, attach tool, next tool. I don't... Maybe it's one of those button default things that I just don't understand or see. Yeah, because I don't see refill as an option. So it could be one of those default button thing, which is fine. It's not the end of the world, I don't think. Cool. Anywho, let's hop out, hop back in. Fill this. Brings us to 70. If I buy another one, I'm not gonna be able to put all of it in there. Is that an issue? No, it's not. I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, hello, sir. I'm gonna take all this back. And actually, we need to get started seeding the field, which is gonna be great for it. This is gonna make it to where it's so quick because it's 15 meters versus the 9 or whatever. And the main reason I wanted to get this version, and I was thinking a lot about getting this version, is because when we decide to scale up and get 2 wheat fields or more, you know, at some point we might get more, we are going to have to do multiple different seedings in 1 month. And if it takes us like 45 minutes to do one seeding, that's probably an exaggeration, but if it takes us 45 minutes to do one and we got to do 2, that's an hour and a half, you know, just to seed the fields. Where if I use a bigger one and let's say it takes 15 minutes to do one, again, could be an exaggeration, it's only going to take 30 minutes to do both. So, you know, and of course I could be like Bloweed and his friends and just be ballers and because if I was a baller, wish I was a little bit taller, wish I was a baller, blah blah blah. If I did it that way, it would be much, much easier. Also, when I fast forward a month, I'm gonna have to use the Vultra because I think it's the one that has narrow tires. And those narrow tires, I'm gonna have to double check to make sure, but I should have narrow tires on those. And it should allow me to plant and do stuff without destroying stuff. Okay, so first, let's turn on steering assist. That's first thing. Line it up. Go ahead and turn it on. Drop it down. Okay, looks like we missed some, so I'm actually going to back up just a little bit. Jump the gun a little bit there, but should be good now. We shouldn't have to do too many fields. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on cruise control. What is this now? And actually, with how big this is going, it shouldn't take us 15 minutes. It should take us more like maybe 10. I would think 10 is a good number, probably. I'm just gonna go straight off the end. Just because it's probably, I mean, in the game for real, I would not be doing that, but like once we get that other field going, I'll be more careful, but for now, no. See, and we definitely missed that section, so we're actually gonna cut back and hit that back row like we're supposed to. And it's taking forever. Like the fertilizer's going down super slowly, which is what I like. The wheat is it's ticking. It's ticking. It's not super quick on the dispensing, not super slow either. But it is something to note. Which hopefully we don't run out of this stuff too quickly. Come on, get up the hill. Get up the hill. Get up the hill. Yeah, because we were pulling it, it went pretty darn slow. This one I'm just going to let it go all the way through. Okay. Just going to back it up. Okay. And let it do its thing. That's what I'm saying, like, I feel like this is going by super quick, which is good for us. Makes our life a little bit easier. Of course, this weird, funky section here, I don't ever really understand it, but... Oh, we messed up there. Let me just back up, actually. And then drive forward. Just like that. Cool, cool, cool. That should fix that section. Just like a so. We'll just put it on cruise control. Just chill out. Now, that field over there will... Jeez, that's massive. That field is massive. But that will be another wheat field in the future. So that way we can double the amount of bread we're making. Let's stop it right about here. So we can start doing this weird swath. Let's see. Okay. So it's going to be hard to... And it's not going to be hard to line this up. We'll just have to go forward and back up. So we go here. And then back it up into these directions. I'm gonna recheck our work down here. And for this section, we need to go all the way through just because of this little corner piece that it's not going to get very well the first time. So, oh, wrong way, this way. And we jackknife that, but it's fine. There it goes. Okay. Now let me just check the map real quick. Okay, because everywhere it's fertilized, it's been seeding, and I just wanted to make sure we're not messing up too bad. Also, I like how maneuverable this is. It like has a little head that pivots there, so I do like that very much. It makes it much easier to manage. Okay, go ahead, drop that down. I haven't been keeping track of the time, but the fact that we're only an hour in and gotten this much done, we also still need to deliver the wool, so that's something I need to keep track of as well. Come on, get up the hill. Get up the hill. That's going to be one problem with this. Now, the good part is for the fertilizer, we'll definitely be using a smaller machine, like the Valtra. Just because the Valtra, hopefully, will have, what do you call it? Forgot the name. Narrow tires, which should make our life a little bit easier. Thinking, hoping, wishing. We'll just have to see. Come back around, so we're not going to be able to get all of this section in one pass, so we'll have to. The good part is we don't have that much. And then we'll just have to get this little thin section here. The good part is it's not a massively long section where we have to do that overlap, which is good for us. It sucks, but not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's see. Get that, okay. And then, see, that little section right there, that bothers me. I think, oh, let me get out of his way. I think this little section, ooh, turned it too sharp, that's fine. Just need to turn it a little bit sharper. Get around that pole of which we barely got around. This section right here, it doesn't look like we got it, so I'm just gonna slap that down just to make sure. Okay. Now let's go up this hill. Or actually, nah. Ooh, I find it interesting. It's so much harder to cancel the steering assist now, which is good. I don't mind it. Pull! 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 Come on! Come on! And this is with 500 and something horsepower. That's the crazy part. But it's also because the machine has to go pretty slow, so. Okay, but that should be the entire field done, which it is. Hold this bad boy up. And then we are going to spin it around and slap it. Right, okay, that's a terrible spot to do it. Actually, we're gonna slap it down here where we were putting everything else. Just like this. Something like that. Go ahead and drive him back on up the field. Okay, so while we are delivering the wool, Big Beefus, we're gonna leave you right there. While we're delivering the wool, I will go ahead and check to make sure that this thing has narrow tires on it. Ooh, also let me check. There's probably hungry sheep, right? Nope. And see, that's what I was talking about. So it's every other month we have to feed the sheep. excuse me, which because we don't have the sheep synced up, it's like 1 month off, 2 months on. So it's like it's like free month, work, free month, work, free month, work, as far as feeding the sheep goes. Ooh. Load them up, and then we just gotta back it up. Ooh. I knew I turned it the wrong direction. I just didn't. Okay, no, it's still the wrong direction. What about this one? There it goes. Oh, actually, if I just think about where the weight is going and push the weight, it's fine. Yeah, that makes it much easier. Even though that's not how I would drive or think about driving a truck, because the concern is damaging the truck in American Truck Simulator, or the goods, or whatever the trailer, I guess, damaging the trailer. And so focusing on that pivot point doesn't really help you with the trailer very much. Timeout. Yeah, so this section is not fertilized. I just realized that, and it's not planted. So we're gonna have to go back and do that as well. I just noticed because it looked different than the others, and I was like, well, crap. Which is interesting because it shows it as being fertilized. Like when you check the map, it shows it. Oh no, it doesn't. If you look very closely, that little section is not fertilized or planted. So we will fix that. Let's also, while we're here, check on the composition of our... Dang it, it's time to harvest the grass. Okay. So this isn't going to be a fast month, which is fine. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world as we know it. But it is fine. And the good part is it's September, so we got October, November, December, and then bread should be ready to sell at that point, which should cut into our debt by a lot, which is what I'm really hoping for. Actually, timeout. I'm so stupid. Go ahead and get the MacDon working. Go ahead and get him started, just because it would make life a little bit easier. I'm gonna start him over here this time, see if he does anything a bit differently. No field found. What do you mean? Yeah, go ahead and get him started and working. That is one thing I do sort of fail on sometimes, is making sure that while I'm doing something, I have AI doing something when I can. Like when I'm multitasking, is essentially what I'm trying to say. When I'm busy and there's work to be done, go ahead, get the AI working. Go ahead and pay him. Like, I remember in FS22, I didn't want AI to do anything. Now, in fairness, the farm, the fields I was working on, and blah, 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 and how long it was taking them. Okay. Plus, I also got pretty efficient at working those fields on my own. But I didn't want to pay AI because I'm like, man, if I pay AI, pay like a worker to do it, that's less profit for us. But in the grand scheme of things, time is money. So that should be my main concern, is time savings. Cool, we're making 3 bales of, 3 pallets a trip, which is great. But once we get all of the things online, because right now we're making about 1.5 for 2. We plan to get 10 more, so 5 times 1.5. That's 7.5. That's not correct. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 0.5 is 2.5. Yeah, that's 7.5. So an additional 7.5 pallets. So 7.5 plus 3 puts us at 10.5 pallets of fabric. That is what we need to start making a lot of money from clothes. And the thing is, if we don't, which is what bothers me, if we don't like change the speed of the production facility of the spinnery, if we don't change it, it's just gonna bottleneck. Like, because with what we're doing right now, with the amount of wool that our sheep are dealing with right now, if we were to use the stock spinnery, we wouldn't make crap. Like, that place would never get empty just because it moves that slow. And that would be our bottleneck, because the tailor shop takes up fabric and it's gone like in an instant. But the spinnery moves so slow in comparison, which is also I don't quite understand how that works, because in my head, wouldn't shearing the sheep take more time than actually turning the wool into fabric? Well, I guess no. I guess it depends. I don't know what a loom is, or at least I don't remember off the top of my head, but maybe that's the reason why. Let's see, can I squeeze on through here? Something like that. Sorry, big beefus. And yank. And then we'll spin this guy on down here. Yep, that, you know what? I just like hitting that building at this point, and we're just gonna keep doing it. Okay. I'm gonna check to make sure this is narrow tires. It looks like they're narrow tires. I just want to make sure. That's not what I meant. This one. Yes, it is narrow tires. So we're good. Since it's narrow, it won't destroy crops. Bing, bang, boom. Bop, bop, boop. Beep, 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 boop, pop. And the good part is, since we have the ATCO set up on baling, as far as things go, the only way we can, the only way we will be able to, what's the word, fertilize the field without destruction, we can't use big beefus. We have to use little beef. Can't use big beef, gotta use little beef. Let's see. Gotta get it down here. We gotta pick up our cedar again because we made a mistake. Also, this gives us the chance to reposition it. I do not really like where it is at the moment, so I think I'm actually gonna put it on the left side of that pole. I'm just going to angle it towards the field a little bit more. And I guess it doesn't really matter where I load this thing up at, because in the grand scheme of things, the field's gonna be empty whenever we need to use it. So it's not really that big a deal. Where is the spot? Down there. There it is. Glad I caught this. Oh, there's a pole there. Okay, that should now fix it. How are we looking? Perfect. Okay. So this field will be going. We're also going to start double fertilizing everything, which is more money for us. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Let's see. I think actually this one, I'm just going to face it like this. We're gonna back up a little bit more because we don't want to be, you know, the stone picker. Yeah, come on. There it goes. Bing, 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 bing. And we're gonna spin the block, just like this. While we're doing that, let's check on stuff. How are we doing? Bread is keeping pace with clothes. So right now we're sitting on 150K in a year. The fact that we got stuff at Goldcrest Valley already bothers me. The good part is we've gotten semi-decent at dealing with Goldcrest Valley, so it's not, you know, end of the world as we know it. Also, one thing I've noticed is that with Goldcrest Valley, it seems to sell for more than what even our max value says. Whenever we get to the max value, or like there'll be, I don't understand. Well, ooh, I think that's what's happening. Whenever we go to sell, I'm looking at max value instead of the value price, because typically we try to sell when the price is even higher than the supposed max value, because the max value is just pulling from the prices chart. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna wait till January and May. It's gonna be May. Let's see. MacDon's still doing his thing. Go ahead and on the windrower. The good part is we don't have to harvest for a whole year. That is one good part about crops, like the normal crops. You only get to harvest it once per year. You're like, you have that one time in a year where there's just a lot. You know, there's a lot to do, a lot to worry about. What the heck? Okay. I heard an engine going when I hopped in the Macy Ferguson, and I mistook that for the Macy Ferguson going, and it's not. It's not. Now, did it actually pick up this section this time? It looked like it did. Yes. Did it pick up this section down here? Because this is the section where it always has trouble. It did. It picked up everything. Nice. Okay. On to the next field, my brother. On to the next field. Okay. Go ahead and start folding. Okay. Will it open up on the left? It will not. There it goes. Beep. Drop. And we've gotten pretty fast at this windrowing, so we should be done with the windrowing before the MacDon finishes his field. Which, the good part about that is that it gives us time to hop in the big beef and get him going. So, that's good. That is good. Uh-oh, we're gonna swing out for this little section. Yep. Hopefully, did we get all of it? It looks like we did. I'm going to back up over it just to make sure. I think we did, but just to be sure. Yeah, we got it all. Cool, cool, cool. Turn, 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 turn. And then just circle it up. Turn, scoop. Do just like this. Turn. Oop. Oh, darn it. It's gonna be me. I guess it's fine that we're doing this. Makes things a little bit easier on us later. Okay, grab this section, then we have to spin it back again. Now, because we're nearing the end of my list, which is always exciting, I'm thinking about going into forestry next, maybe, since I don't really know anything about it in this game. So that might be something I try and see if I like it. I probably won't, if I'm being honest, because I remember hating it before. Because the problem we were having with forestry is that every single, first of all, it costs a lot just to start up, but every single like piece of equipment can only be used on a specific tree. So it's not like there's one piece of equipment that works on multiple different things, or similar to like silage or working on grass. One baler can do multiple different bales, right? That's just not, or multiple different sizes of bales. That's not a thing for forestry, which I think is, it's annoying. I'll say that. It is most definitely annoying. Just going to taper that off just like that. And then I might be able to zip. We'll see. I might be able to. I think not. I think not. I think the zipping is just not gonna work out very well for us, so we're not gonna. Instead, we're going to do something like this. Just a bit easier, got a bit wider of a reach. And we'll just let it taper itself off, similar to that. And then we'll have him folded up and waiting on the next field. You, my guy, since he's not done, we're gonna go ahead and get, well, actually probably by the time we get set up, he'll probably be done, but that's fine. Not the end of the world. Get the bag up. Put this up. Turn this puppy on. And like I said, half and half. Go up one side of it, just like so. One side, keep going. Oh, we do have a little bit of a stray there. But that's fine, we can fix it. Just spin around without going off the edge of the cliff. That was dangerous. Pick up this little section. Okay, so he's done with his field. Switch him. Get him onto the second field. What is that? That's such a nice color. Don't think that's a crop though. Well, it might be sorghum. Not bad at this. It might be sorghum. Yep, it's sorghum. Such a pretty little color. Let's see. Spin this. Okay. Then we just gotta not drop off the cliff. Yeah, I kind of figured I'd miss some, but it's just because how close we were to the edge of the cliff. Okay. Swing out a little bit, turn it, go just like this. And take out this last section. Turn off, hop out, and then we're gonna run to this one. Beep. Turn on. I guess that would have been the one time where it's good to just have the mouse button and click to where you want it to go. That would have been the one time that mod would have been really, really good. I'm actually gonna go this way. Spin back this way. Okay. And back it up, turn it on, down. Okay. Do something like this. As long as we stay on the outside, it should be pretty easy. Swing. Swing. Okay, now, okay, is he working? MacDon dude is working. Ah, darn it. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. But this thing is awesome, and I love it. I love it. Put it up. Any tips would be appreciated. Any questions would be I don't know. Say what you want. Speak your mind. Try not to be offensive. Speak your mind. Let's see. Grab that section. Taper off this way. Just like a so. Something like that. Spin it around. We'll stick to the outside instead of rounding it. And then we'll go here. Zip it together. Let it taper off. Spin over this. And I'm actually going to just start scooping into this one. And doing something like so. Okay. So he's done. Switch to Big Beefus. Turn that on. Go this direction. Come on. And so he should be set and ready to go. And so now we're catching up to the other guy, to our MacDon. I did not lower it because I am a goober. A goober. Okay. And if we finish before the MacDon, we'll just go ahead and stick it onto the baler so we can start making bales. Go from there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Good. Good thing I don't have access to this field. Also, another good thing that this field is going to be turned to grass once we buy it. Because driving into like a sorghum or a wheat field would not be great for us. We should. It looks like we might be able to finish before MacDon Boy. Now, the one problem I'm already seeing with this, or maybe not a huge problem, will just require us to do a little bit more setup at the very beginning. If we start fertilizing our fields, and so we have more like fertilizer on each field, we're gonna start yielding more. Oh, that's another thing. I don't need to buy another field for grass, because if we start using fertilizer, fertilizer is gonna give us some more yield, which should allow us to produce more bales. So that is a plus. This one? Yeah, that way. Then line this up. Go ahead, drop that. Okay. Let that do its thing. Go. Just gonna make sure all the settings are the same. Let's see, wrapper is off. Wants to do 150. Yep. Oh, whoops. Oh, no, wrong thing. Cool. Okay. While it's doing that, I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna detach it, see if it keeps dumping. I like how it's still giving me the commands that don't have. I wonder, will it keep working? Did he finish? Oh, MacDon Boy is finished. Oh no, he's not. Interesting. Just assumed he would be. Just assumed he would be. Okay, he just finished. Okay. Send him down to the other one. Beep. Ran that over. Okay. And go ahead and go. Turn this guy on. Whoops. Essentially, I have 4 vehicles running at one time. Yup. Okay. So you get here, swing this way. Bing, 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 ding. Oh, that was gonna keep going. We're almost done windrowing this field already. Or merging this field, I guess. But merging makes it sound like we're using a plow to connect two fields. We're definitely going to smooth out those rounded bits a little bit. So lift this up, spin this around. Come on back. Something like this. Perfect. Go ahead and send him down to this field. Turn off. Switch to this guy. He is set and ready to go. Okay, is this done? Should be working on the last build now, I think. Okay, it doesn't have enough. Cool, turn it off. Go to this guy. Let's see if we can. Oh, we are not going to be able to. So, here's what I'm gonna do. Go here. See, I need to get it to the other side. Can we make it? Can we make it? Can we make it without hitting it? Jackknife the... Oh, nope. I was going to say jackknife the crap out of it and did it, but... Okay. Let's try that again. There we go. There we go. And then now that we're here, I can straighten it out a little bit. Turn... Maybe without going off the cliff, possibly. Turn... Okay, nope, nope, nope. You know, I'm just living life on the edge. Literally. Okay. There we go. There we go. Ooh, that front right wheel was just hanging on by a thread. But we got a good thing is the field we're going to is right here. It makes the timing a little better. And then we're gonna go down the outside. Just like so. Yep. Lift it up. Spin it, spin it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Okay, there we go. And back in. Grab, 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 grab. Grab, 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 grab. Also, if we get another field on top of fertilizing every field, ridiculous amounts of stuff. And the question is, would it be necessary? Because if we're already going to be fertilizing every single field to make a lot of profit, would it be necessary for us to... That is not as lovely as we would like, but as long as it takes it, we will count it. And turn on. Hopefully the settings are good. Baler's off 150. Okay. Or my baler wrapper's off. It should just be automatically loading them in. Yeet. Is that the color of rain wrap I chose? I'm not sure. I don't think I'm supposed to be using rain wrap, but it's fine. We have so many of those things. Once that's done, we'll just go back and do a quick fertilizing job. Which I guess I could turn the AI on and let the AI fertilize. Won't matter too much. It would be cool if there was a vehicle whose sole job would be to fertilize. I guess the closest thing to that would be a spraying type vehicle. I don't think there's fertilizing spreader vehicle, but Also, F slurry. Don't care about slurry or manure. But sprayers, yeah. This thing's entire job is to spray the entire field, which with its size, especially this one as well, it would definitely make things quicker. Like that kind of goes without saying. And it has narrow tires. So it would make the job so much quicker because 54 meters wide is a bit insane, I would say. Okay. Let's go ahead. It'd be cool if we could turn this off. Like, I like how you can turn the baler on from the outside, but you can't, you know, it's just weird. You can turn the baler on from the outside, which turns on the tractor, but for some reason you can't turn the tractor off from the outside. You can turn the baler off. That's about it. Cool. Nailed it. Okay, he should be, yeah, he just finished up with that field, which is good. We'll go ahead and get him right here, turn off, get the Macdon off the field. He really does make cutting this grass way quicker. Only thing that would make this even quicker is if we were using the Crone, that $400,000 Crone, if we were using that, that is probably making it the quickest as far as cutting grass. The problem with it is that it is not a multifunctional vehicle, and that's sort of been our thing with this farm. Everything has like multiple purposes, or almost everything does. Like this harvester, it really only has one purpose, which is to pick up, I mean, if we wanted to, we could do other things, like it could do sorghum and blah blah blah, but really all it does for us is separate the straw from the wheat. You know, that's really all it does. And I guess we could go with a crop that doesn't do straw if we really wanted to. That way we don't have to worry about selling that. But wheat is what we've always done, so it's gonna continue to be what we're gonna do until it turns out otherwise. I might watch a YouTube video or something and someone might say sorghum is actually the best of the three, but I'm willing to bet wheat would still be, I'm willing to bet wheat is gonna be the best, just because you can use straw for other things. But for the most part, most animals can't eat the straw, and then like when you go to sell it, you don't really get much for it, and then you can't really use it in another phase of production. So it's like, what's the point? Now what you could do, which would be a nice little mod if someone wanted to make it, you can make it for like Halloween or November, and around those times people are selling straw hats for cowboys, or straw bales, because I know some people like to decorate their front porch with bales of hay, or just have them anyway because people like to go on like a what is it, bale ride thing, like where they're sitting on the back of a tractor, they're in a trailer and it has hay bales and things. Then like it's not gonna make a lot of money, but it would be, I don't know, more advantageous to sell around that time of year, I would think, at least in America, maybe. Don't know, don't care. But it is used as filler for cows, which does mean it has a use, but outside of that filler, that's about it, I think. Okay. And that should be the last little road here. Just gotta just like that. Hold it up. Get it on off this field. We'll drop it and then we'll probably start heading. Nah, we'll give a little beef a break before we load up the fertilizing spreader. which again is good. Like we're able to get so much more done in one stream with what we're doing now. Like, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 fields of grass. We could do 5 if we had the MacDon going and whatnot, but 4 fields of grass. We plowed an entire field and seeded an entire field of wheat. We can't fertilize it this month, so that's going to be one thing I'm going to try to remember before I go over there. You can't. I have to wait till it fast forward a little bit before I start. Actually, I might check that for the grass as well. Can you know what I'm saying? Like, we just cut it. Can we fertilize it even though we just cut it? And so I might grab the tiny thing and go over there and just double check, you know. And I'm actually kind of okay if we do have to wait a month, because we got to wait a month for the wheat anyway, before we can do that one as well. So if we can't fertilize them this month, that's fine. We'll just fast forward and then fertilize all of them, and then we'll take all the wool, feed the sheep that we need to feed, and that will wrap up the stream. Something like that. Here. Okay. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. It has to be this way. You know, actually, I'm gonna keep it turned this way. Try to get around it for a second. Just do a better job of pulling in here, because we need to go at an angle. So we need to go right about here. So now the back is pointed towards it. Then if we make it go a little bit straighter to it, get to the other side of it, something like this, should make it a little bit easier for us to pull out of here, I think. Probably not, but let's see. Is that all of this? Could be. Yep. Let's see. Actually, we're not. So I'm going to... Oh, wrong way. Well, we can make it work. Go this way. Okay. Move forward. Angle it. This time, make sure we turn the wheel the right stinking direction, as I do the same mistake again. Okay, and now we got plenty of run up, and we're out of there. Okay, we'll go put this back. I'm not sure. I already forgot what I was doing. Letting that finish baling. Oh, fertilizing. That's what it was. It shouldn't take us too long to fertilize all the fields. Not that one. Big Beefus, you will stay there. Okay, it's taking as much as it can from the bunker. Go ahead, get a little beef. Go ahead and grab that fertilizing spreader. Come on. Yeah. Head on down here. Down here though. Let's see which way I need to spin. This way. Skill. No questions about it. That's just skill. That's called cow tipping. Okay, it seems like the ATCO is done. Yep. Push that last bale through. It's done. Done. Turn it off. Switch back to this. I'm gonna try it a little bit on this field just to see if I can fertilize it before I worry about traveling everywhere. Let's see. Beep, beep, beep. Fertilize. Okay, so if I turn this on, did it work? It does. Okay, so we can go ahead and fertilize. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and fertilize as much as I can this month. Do 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 do. Beep. Get this. Go steering assist. Here. Okay. Well, that makes this kind of easy. And okay. Wants me to back up. Oh, okay. That one. Now, I fear it's not getting the edges as well as it should. Like, it wants me to get this section. So I'm just gonna let that on for a second. And then there's definitely overlap on this one. I guess the only way for there to not be overlap would be to do a smaller section. So yeah, the good part is I know how to drink this. So we're not wasting. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Go ahead and get that corner. Come down here. We want to get this corner. And we want to go over here. Grab this corner. That should be most of the field. Okay, we still have a little section that we're missing. And that's fine. Just get along this edge. Good part is we're not missing too much. Okay. That should be all that section. That should be all that section. Good. That field done. Switch to the big one, which 42 might be too wide. Well, not might be, is too wide for that field. So maybe we can go down to, like, let's say 30. Would 30 be good enough for this field? Okay. I don't know, how is it not sensing a field? Huh? No field detected for preview. What the heck do you mean? That's interesting. Don't fully understand how it's not detecting this. Let me just get smack dab in the middle of it then. Interesting. I'll just do it myself, I guess. Just freehand it. All I gotta do, make sure I get the corners. Yep. Like this. The good part is we can actually get all of this field. So I definitely did not need to use this wide. Maybe that's why it wasn't working. So let's check the map. Oh, this field is not allowing to be fertilized. Okay, so maybe that's what the issue was. It just wasn't ready to be fertilized. Don't know how, but this field is also doing the same thing, which is weird because I actually put fertilizer down on this field earlier. And if I do this, will it work? It still works. It actually just did the other field. Okay. Okay, so we need to go back and get that little area. So I'm going to start on this side as we have space. Oh, let me back up. As we have space, we'll bring it in just a little bit more and more. Something like this. And we'll go up this side, which there will be some overlap, but it should be fine. But that should be that field done, I think. Let me check. Oh, we missed a lot. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. We'll stick with 15. 15. Yeah, 15 looks good enough, I guess. Hopefully it works. Also, I noticed the AI takes a decent chunk off of the edge of this field. It isn't a problem, but it is something to note. We should be fine on this edge, right? Okay, okay. Well, go ahead and grab that section. We're gonna go back over to the other field. I don't think we're supposed to be fertilizing in this right now, but whatever. 42. We'll just do a angle from this one, and that should get it. It did. Okay, but for some reason it didn't pick up anything on this field. Darn it. Thank you for helping me turn. Really wanted to go that direction. Appreciate you. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to this section. I don't know what's going on with it and why it's not working. Which it was actually some issue we were having with in FS22 as well. Of course. Of course. Of course, there is no field preview. Okay, that's not going to be wide enough, so let me get... For this one, we're just going to have to do it down and back. Go a little bit over, something like this. As long as we're doing it like this, there should be some overlap in the middle, which means we should be able to get all of this one in one go. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. Ooh. And then turn about face. Why is it about face? Go turn about yourself. Maybe that tag could be why about face. I don't know. Not in the military, so I have no idea what they're doing. Or what they're talking about, I guess is what I should say. But this should be all 4 fields done. Okay, we just need to work on that top field for some reason. Don't fully understand it, but actually let's see if we can go ahead and do this field down here. We'll be doing great. Do I need to put this on the front? Like, is that what I need to do? No, this one works. I really think it's the 42 meter thing that's causing the issue. And that's okay if that is the case. Now, what I'm going to do to make sure we get most, if not all, of the corner, start from about here. So when I turn it on, and it does this, it should, according to this, be reaching all the way over there, even though it doesn't. Oh no, it is. It is reaching. Yeah, it looks like it's reaching all the way over there. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be way. No, it does look like it's reaching all the way to that edge, which is massive distance. I'm just gonna keep driving straight on through. Straight on through. Just like that. Then we'll go down this side. And then whatever overlap we have, I'll deal with it. Ooh. Let me put on cruise control for a second. Check the map. Ooh, it's not even working. Okay. Dang it, so I just wasted a lot of stuff there. Yeah, because it takes it regardless of whether or not you're actually doing it. Okay, that's fine. I'll just fast forward and fix it. So let's turn this off. Switch here. Everybody should be fed as well, I think. Beep. Let me check. How is everybody doing? Cool. We'll fast forward. Okay, so we got the seeder. Mark that off. Got the fertilizer spreader. Mark that off. Okay, what are we doing? The map. Okay, now let's hop in this thing. Let's check this field up here and see if we can't get it to work. Yeah. See if we can't get the edges to work today. If we can't, then we'll just ignore it. But if we can, that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Is it working? Doesn't look like it. It does not look like it's working. And I don't really know how to fix that. Spin. Did it? Okay, so that's just going to be one of those fields that we always have the issue where it's not. Well, actually, if you look at it, I think I see the issue. If you look at it, it's saying that our field pretty much goes up to the road. Like if you look at this section here, it's pretty much saying it's going up and touching the road. The problem is it doesn't. So that's probably the reason why it can't be fertilized, is because even though the map says that our field is over here, it isn't. Like our field doesn't start, it stops here. So that's probably the reason why this edge is the way it is. And it also probably explains why the AI always cuts this section. So this section always looks cut, but this is the wild grass, I think, that he's cutting. Maybe. No, because this section just, I don't know. Hold up, let me just stand on a section and see if I'm standing on it on the thing. Yeah. See, this section, it's saying, talking about it's being fertilized and crap, but this is wild grass, not this section. So we just won't worry about it. We will not worry about it. So the cool part is grass you can fertilize whenever. And honestly, we could fix that if we wanted to. So grass you can fertilize whenever. Wheat, if I'm not mistaken, you gotta wait a month. Let me try to get that lined up. Let me bag it up. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Is it working? It's not. Why is it not fertilizing? Do we have to wait for a growth stage before it starts working? I'm gonna drive forward just a little bit. Okay, that's a decent amount of fertilizer. Oh no, now it's working. Now it's working. Okay. So Yeah, okay. Now it's working. Yeah, it's one of those you gotta fast forward a month type things. That's fine. We'll finish this, knock all this out. We'll probably actually go ahead and deliver the wool and feed the sheep. So we'll be going a little bit over our time, but it's fine. Not the end of the world. End of the world as you know it. Should be a decent amount of that. How much did we get? Ooh, a decent chunk. Chunky chunk. We even got this corner down here, which is an issue we were having a little bit earlier. Go ahead and turn it on. Fertilize. Let it do its thing. Should reach most of it, but maybe not this corner. So I'm actually just gonna drive towards this corner and spin back. And then maybe if we did everything correctly, okay, we didn't. We didn't. For some reason. Oh no, there it goes. So it just takes a second for it to load in. And it's like if it's supposed to be, if it's able to be fertilized, it will be. And so it could be that we actually fertilize that corner up there. It's just that the corner that it's showing isn't part of our thing. Like that is a very strong possibility, because the rest of the field is going by pretty nicely, and we actually have a crap ton of fertilizer left over, despite, you know, our faux pas we made earlier. Yep. So let's go check on this section. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, I'm just gonna go and stand and see if this is a section. It is, okay. Which means we should be able to fertilize it. Just like so. There we go. And we are done with that. Great. So just like that, I will park this here. And we will go ahead and load up, because I do know I'm going to have to feed, if I'm guessing, we're going to have to feed the other sheep. Let me check the map and make sure. Let's see, let's see. Yep, I was right. So it's every other month. Not every other month. It's 1 off, 2 months on. Which is perfectly fine. Where the heck is my... Supposed to have one more thing of hay, I think. Right? Yeah, oh, I got 2 more things of hay. So that's good. That's going to last a while before we need to start going into the grass reserve. Which the grass reserve is what we're going to start feeding sheep, since it gives the same thing for them. Shoot. And lock that in. Turn this up. Get really, really close. Really, really close. Really, really close. Now the problem is it's not going to pick up everything. It did, man. Really wide. Come on. Get up to speed. Get up to speed. Let's see, how are we doing on our wheat? That is our question. Bread is going strong. That is great. Dude, so we're about to get like 200 and some thousand for each. And again, we're still not in those months where it's peak yet. I could go ahead and sell some of this. So we pay beep, beep, beep. Just like that. Still 500 and something. Jeez, that is debt. Let's see, we gotta go feed the rest of these sheep. What else? What was the other thing? Oh, we're supposed to be checking on production. That's what it was. Production, our bakery. Oh, it is actually chewing through the wheat rather quickly. So 1 field of wheat is not gonna last us very long. That's what I'm looking at and I'm realizing. The only reason the wheat is not gone yet is because we had like 3 or 4 years worth of wheat in the grain mill, and that's the reason, you know, why we just had so much going. Now if we go to the bakery essentially has no flour. It's not making rice flour, which is fine, we can deactivate that, but essentially it doesn't have any flour. Every bit of flour we put in is what it's taking out. Now we're also going to drive over there and let me go ahead and detach this. We're going to have to drive over there. There we go. And pick up the stuff because it looks like the bakery is getting full. And so actually this is good news because it means that the bakery is not going to be as advantageous for us as we would like to have hoped. Because the only reason, if you looked at our stock checker, the only reason we have as much bread as we do is because we had a crap ton of wheat. The problem is that's 3 or 4 years worth of wheat. So if we're planning on making that much money again, you know. So the good news, I'm probably going to end up selling the bakery and the, what do you call it? The grain mill. And I understand the game is finicky about selling stuff and it not being online or whatever the case may be. But if I sell the business, I want some money back for it. Now, for the one that was 180, I'll take 140. I'll take 140K back for it. So we'll drop $40,000 off. I think that's a fair deal. And for the whichever one was 288,000, again, I'll drop 40 off. So, but that's good to know. That's good to see. We do not produce enough flour to keep up with the amount of bread we would need to make as much money as we would want from the wool. Because like the amount of money we're making from clothes so far is, oh my gosh, the foggiest of fog. Is because we've increased the amount of production from the spinnery. That's the bottleneck in the system. But at the same time, the grain mill isn't the issue. The bakery isn't the issue. The issue is we don't have enough wheat to produce the bread that's going to keep up with the clothes we're having now. So that's not a production facility issue. That is just a farming issue. That's a me issue, which means for me to make the amount of money from bread that I would want to make means I would have to own 3 or 4 fields worth of wheat, and that is not gonna fly for me. So I'm not gonna sell those fields, and actually it's kind of a blessing in disguise. I'm not gonna sell that wheat field. I'm just gonna turn it to grass, and that'll just be a bigger grass thing that allows us to feed the sheep. The good part is it's kind of like a double blessing. Blessing number one, if we stop farming wheat and we only focus on grass, I can get rid of that MacDon. Like essentially we're gonna make so much money off of this deal. I'm gonna sell both factories and I'm gonna take away about 40K from each, assuming it gives me money back at all. If it gives me money back at all, I'll just take what they give me. But if it doesn't take money back, I'm gonna pay myself like whatever the cost was that I paid for it minus 40K. So that's gonna be, you know, a blessing because I'm getting that money from the production facilities. I'm also going to be getting money because I'm going to be selling the Macy Ferguson, selling that attachment for it. I'm going to be selling the MacDon and selling that attachment for it. And the reason why I would sell the MacDon is because the MacDon has like I think a 6 meter range or radius or whatever. And with all the money we'll be making, I can go ahead and get the Crone that has 10 meters as far as cutting grass. And so with that, I can sell the plow, I can sell the seeder. Once I get the grass up and running, I might keep the seeder. Maybe I might keep it. And then because we're not, you know, dealing with wheat anymore, I won't have to buy a wheat field. That's one thing. Won't have to buy a wheat field. Still have to buy the sheep field, and I'll just turn this field into grass. And so I won't have to, like, I only have to buy 1 field now instead of having to buy 3 fields. Since we're not gonna need to buy an extra field for wheat, and we won't have to buy a field for grass since I'm turning the wheat field into grass. So it's working out for us. Okay. I am not going to go pick up that stuff just yet. Well, I have the time. No, I'm not. We're not gonna do it this one. We're gonna save. We're a little bit over at the moment, so we're gonna save and stop it there. But that's great for us. That is really, really good for us. It gives us a plan, it gives us an idea. We know that we will no longer be dealing with wheat, and we get to sell the Macy Ferguson. Both of those, every attachment associated with it. We might keep the plow just for making fields bigger, because we can connect those two fields, later. But we'll probably keep the plow. We'll definitely keep the fertilizer. I'm not sure if I want to keep the seeder or not, because it's going to be not utilized often if I'm just dealing with grass. So I might use it to fertilize or do both fields and then sell it. What else? I'll keep the plow just because the plow's cheap. Keep the fertilizer just because that's cheap. I won't have to deal with rocks anymore, so I can sell the rocks and get rid of that stone picker. I might keep it on my field, but either way, I might keep the stone picker just because we have it. But there's so much I can sell and get rid of, so we will be making a lot of money, which allows us to take all of that money and put it into the sheep to make more money. So that's good. So no longer doing wheat, put all of it into sheep, put all that into clothes, blah blah blah. But with that, I'm done rambling. So if you like the video, please like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. If you want to follow me on other social media such as TikTok and Twitter, please feel free to do so. If you want to join us over on Discord, please do so. I would love for you guys to stop by and join the Discord. What am I missing? Oh, shout out to our Dodger captain. Thanks for being a member. But outside of that, I think I've rambled on for way too long. So I will say peace and good night.